6 chill, fool, for real, for real.
Judah, 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 Judah. Judah, 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 Judah. The scepter will never leave Judah. The scepter will never leave Judah. The scepter will never leave Judah. I'm Judah. Christ sprang out of Judah. King David was Judah. King Asa was Judah. Don't crowd me up, who gon' rouse me up? Alistair Crowley, your time is up. It's a big mess, I gotta clean it up. Esau, the end of my kingdom's up. On the eagle's neck, I'll press. I woke up from my rest. I woke up from my arrest. My rulership is up next. No vex. Judah, 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 Judah. Judah, 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 Judah. The scepter will never leave Judah. The scepter will never leave Judah.
Shalom, Israel.
Shalom.
All right, shalom, shalom. Thank you for joining us again for another class here at ISBHPK, Israelite School of Biblical History and Practical Knowledge. We're here at 2610 Grammy Street. Brothers and sisters, thank you for, again, man, it's a blessing to be alive still, you know, breathing, being able to cleanse our slate. So, shalom, shalom, shalom. Shalom, big bros, what's going on, man? You know, so for all those that are new to our school, our channel, just letting all brothers know we have class every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And for the new bro as well, big bro, we're streaming online. So we got we're gonna have about 30 plus people online. So yes, sir. Appreciate you joining. Y'all can just pull up, get them a pen, pad, pencil. For those, we have other channels as well. We have Key Street, which have class Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, as well as Saturday from 7 p.m. until 9 p.m. All right. So, as well as in San Antonio. So other schools, you know, the word is getting out. We're not playing. You know, a lot of new brothers and sisters finally coming to the understanding that they are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites. We got two new people. We got a new but old-facing class. Jonathan, Rocket Tell you how, man. Good to see you, bro. We got the new bro right here. What's your name, bro?
Cam?
Yeah. Zion, man. Nice to have you, man. If you got questions, let us know. We got a class set up for today. But again, if you have questions, I can go over some more scriptures for you if you need something. So we got you. All right. So again, we have classes in San Antonio. They have classes on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Their class is about 7:30 until 10 o'clock, running in San Antonio. All right. Other ways that you can watch us. Listen, we try to broadcast this on all levels. You know, it's kind of like an underground vibe, but it's information that's known but not unknown, but not known. So we're on Blog Talk Radio. All right, we got a Priest Machado. This brother's been in the truth 30 plus years, man. You know, dedicated since the 90s. You know what I mean? So he has a Blog Talk Radio that he does every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 a.m. So you can check that out on blogtalkradio.com/Mashaba, MASHAHBA. All right, and with that, you know, there's a lot of archived classes for years worth of classes. All right, other priests, you got again, I always say it again, Bombay, you got Kawaka, you got Shamshuan, you got Ward, you got all these great men that have got on that channel and brought forth classes, history, knowledge, wisdom, it all, man. You know, that's what our people need, man. You know, they don't have practical knowledge, and that's, you know, our school's name. ISBHPK, the acronym stands for Israelite School of Biblical History and Practical Knowledge. You know, knowledge that you can actually apply in your life to make, again, your life smoother, man. You know, when it comes to the Blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans, our lives is rough. Why? Because the lack of knowledge. You know, the lack of understanding, you know, how to apply certain principles and for it to work. But again, that's why we have all these different, ways that you can learn on all aspects, not only in class, but as well online. So we also have other YouTube channels. We have our channel. We have the Hidden Truth Bible Show. The Hidden Truth Bible Show is formatted more like in a documentary type style. So you can Google that on YouTube, Hidden Truth Bible Show. The last one that we did was going over predators in plain sight. So going over pedophilia. You know what I'm saying? The beginning of it with the cartoons, transitioning into the, you know, Disney, transitioning on up into the, you know, the music and the younger generation into what happened as we see with, what's the brother's, the Edomite's name? Jeffrey Epstein, you know, and his whole, you know, colleagues that were dealing with that kind of more the, you know, upper echelon of pedophilia. You know, so it was a good show. We got a lot of other ones coming out as well, so beware for that, or be alert for that. We also have 5 minutes of wisdom. 5 minutes of wisdom is easy. Something that you can go ahead and give your mom. Even something that you can watch. We got good topics: lust, how to be lust. How to find the right spouse, how to choose a spouse is on there as well. So how to deal with anger. Again, these are issues that our people really don't know how to handle. Again, think about it. Our people are very emotional. So we have all these classes again dedicated to get their minds right, and hopefully where they apply that in those areas. All right. So we have those channels, and we also have the Israelite Media Corps, which is more of like a news channel, something up to date, to let you know what's going on in society as it is according to the Bible. All right. For brothers and sisters that need fringes, again, the sisters, you can find them on Facebook. You can get fringed up. These are all available so brothers and sisters can have easy access. Again, you can find them on Facebook, which is going to be Everything's Israelware on there. All right. And the sisters will definitely get you custom designs. They'll get you whatever you need. As well, we also have a subscription package for Fringed Up. So I know you've probably seen Jamal with his fringe shirts. We can get those fringes as well. We have a subscription service where you get something every month. You can get a headband, a shirt, if you want to. Again, upon your request. But we have it available for our people, man. Where they don't have to kind of go out the way to try to find and try to do themselves. All right. So that's going to be isbhpk.com/fringed up. We also have Hebrew Academy. Hebrew Academy is something a little bit more deeper when it comes to men. When it comes to the pastors and teachers, bishops. We want to teach men the right way to be a teacher, the right way to be a leader. So we have on every Tuesday and every Wednesday we have Hebrew Academy. Tuesday is going to be in Houston. Wednesday is going to be out here in Virginia. So we go over again what it is to be a bishop. What's the requirements? Because y'all work in the same job. Okay, so you got certain requirements at your job. When it comes to the Heavenly Father, He has requirements for position. Again, to be a teacher, to be a bishop, to run the church, to be able to counsel, so we want to do, and if y'all can lock the door, if y'all don't mind, lock that door, for a while. But Hebrew Academy is dedicated, again, to raise up men that want to be in that stead, again, men that, are motivated and dedicated. It's a consistency, dedication for that, all right? So that's going to be Hebrew Academy every Tuesday and Thursday. If you're out of state, you can still join. We do Google Meets /Zoom. So you can, again, hit us up and we'll definitely get you logged in and get going with that, all right? We have, if you need to contact any of the priests, you have Priest Kazaki, Priest Kazaki, the number's on the screen. If you don't have it, in class 757-300-4047 is Priest Kazaki. All right, I'm saying again, 757-300-4047 for Priest Kazaki, and Priest Patazak is going to be 303-557-8979. All right. If your questions are in class, you ask, just text the brothers, they'll get back to you, again, as soon as they're able to. All right. Sweet Ambiance. Sweet Ambiance has been supporting our school. What you see, I'm gonna say this. What's your name one more time? Karen? Cam. Oh, Cam, my fault. Cam. I remember that, Cam. What you see in the front, has been, again, pumping this school, the lights, the AC, the internet, we've been doing this for years. We got a business in the mall. This is how we kind of survive. We kind of do our own self-building our own, I'm going to say little community, so where we can, live off each other in a sense when it comes to the work. We don't have to rely upon, again, the society that we live in, because they don't want us to succeed. So, we kind of built our own business to where it can, again, maintain our school, our business, brothers that want to kind of dive in and, join, it puts money in their pocket. So Sweet Ambiance is, again, another way that you can support the school. You can go on our website, sweetambiance.com. We do subscription packages on there. We deal with your fragrances. So all your colognes, all your perfumes, they come from oils. So we import oils out of Cairo, all natural. We have these custom bottles that we have as well. So if y'all want anything like that, hit us up and make you a custom mix. We got your bath bombs, your bath salts, your hand sanitizers, body butters that we're going to progress to. We got your deodorants that we're going to progress to. We have your chapstick. We do it all. The sisters have been doing a mighty work with Sweet Ambiance for a long time. All right, so support. Check it out. I'm going to say this. You won't be disappointed when you get that product. You're going to be smelling best. You're going to be smelling better than the rest. You know, we tell a lot of people, you know, everyone should smell as good as we do because the concoctions that I make, come on, man. Hands down. REI, I'm in one. This man makes fragrances, man. Somebody might want to hold you hostage. All right? Yeah. So you got to check it out. Again, sweetambiance.com, or you can go on Instagram, which is going to be sweet_ambiance. All right? And we'll definitely take care of you there. Any donations, Bibles, books, apocryphers, they're granted. Please, pens, pads, papers for the again, the continual edification of our people. We need it. Whatever you want to give alms, if you want to give alms again, we greatly appreciate those that give, you know, and continue to give because what we all or that we have. Again, you know, I don't think the PPP loan is given to ISBHPK. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, what is ISBHPK? You know, Israelite School of Biblical History? Oh, hell no. You know, so again, you know, we are all that we have. So we thank all those that have been giving and continue to give. So with that, we will go ahead and jump into this class. We got part 2. So we're going into it's a health class. Don't let your belly rule you. Part 2. Did you have any questions, Ken, before we go into the class? Okay. If you think of any questions, go ahead and write them down, and we got you, man. So, and again, I'm gonna say this, man. We have an array of classes. You know, you got the brother, you know, Jamal next to you, Hakawa. You can hit me up. We got you. So, not a problem. You got any questions, Jonathan?
No.
Okay. There it is. All right, man. So we're gonna go ahead and go into this class. Again, part 2. So just to kind of give you a little synopsis of part 1, you know, we were going into understanding what gluttony is. You know, don't let your belly rule you because as a society, as blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, as we know, the 12 tribes, right? We got an issue with our health. You know, these are classes that have to come out because when you look at our people as a nation, as a whole, we are kind of the leading individuals in bad health. You know, a lot of different things that I can touch upon, dealing with the overweightness, you know, dealing with the diseases, you know, dealing with the youth and the things that they deal with. We're going to get to in the class a little bit. You know, so the first class is just going over the definition of gluttony, and we'll revisit it real quick. Can I get the definition of gluttony or gluttonous from anybody? Gluttony or gluttonous? Just to get a recap, and we're going to keep digging into this class, man, because health is wealth. You know, and I'm going to say this, there's nothing wrong with tripping off every once in a while. You know, getting something little that you want, but it's about maintaining something continual to where your diet isn't just filthy, man. You're not eating McDonald's every day. You know, you're not eating Subway every day. You're trying to have a balanced diet, and that's what it's really about. What you got?
Habitual greed or excessive eating.
Say it a little bit louder.
Habitual greed or excessive eating.
Hold on, what was the first part? I got bad hearing though.
Habitual.
Oh, habitual. Gotcha. Habitual eating. Yes. Habitual. You know what that means? Continual. Cats do what? They get a little snack. That snack is like a wood to the fire, man. You get what happens? You got to keep eating more and more. Keep adding more fuel to the fire. Gluttonous. What you got, Karatazai?
Excess in eating.
Excess in what?
Eating.
Excess in eating. You know, a lot of times we eat ourselves till we feel like we're gonna pop, right? Think about it. Why do you think America made not fast food restaurants, but the buffets?
Oh, right.
You can all you can eat. All you can eat. Where did that come from? Huh? Right. You sit there, you take you a little 30-minute, 15-minute break. You know, you rap, drink a little tea. You know, thinking the food's gonna subside. Shoot, back at it. Let me get that third plate real quick, man. Let me get that third plate. Then after the third plate, what you do? Let me get that dessert. You know what I'm saying? Let me get that apple pie. You had Golden Corral going in, man. You know, you had Golden Corral about 2.5 hours. You know, doggone well, you should have been going after 45. But 2.5 hours, you sitting there just grubbing. Literally, habitually stuffing food down your face. Think about that. What else you got?
Extravagant indulgence of the appetite for food.
Yeah, indulgence in the appetite for food. What you got?
Just something a little simpler. It's habitual greed or excess in eating.
Yeah, habitual greed. And that's really what it is. You want more and more and more. And it's, you know, again, like we've shown in the class before, is that's the spirit of these nations. That's the spirit of Esau, of greed. He just wants more and more and more. So we got to see that this spirit of gluttony, man, is not what we want on us. But we're going to go a little bit deeper in understanding gluttony. If y'all can go to Ecclesiasticus chapter 18 and verse 30, we're going to go a little bit deeper into the scripture. I didn't finish it last time. But Ecclesiasticus chapter 18 and verse 30. This is the Apocrypha. So if somebody can give the brother Apocrypha, you can give him this one right here. Yeah. Do you want to make it?
18 and 18.
You got it. You got it. Get it. So I'll grab the water. Ecclesiastes chapter 18 and verse 30. Alright, Ecclesiastes chapter 18 and verse 30. Because the first scripture that we brought out was kind of more the norm scripture that everybody knows about gluttony. Is when the Pharisees told Christ, behold, here's a man gluttonous and a wine bibber. You know, so what did that mean? Well, they saw him eating all the time. So they thought that what? That's all you want to give yourself to. But we know that Christ wasn't no gluttonous. We know he wasn't no wine bibber. They were just trying to do what? They were just trying to add a little extra, a baggage on his name, man. Oh, this brother here, you think he writes? Look at him. Oh, you always eating, man. Well, no, it's maybe it was the lunchtime you keep catching him at. Right. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that was his intermediate time he wanted to eat, man. Get off his back. But that's what they said. You a gluttonous and a wine bibber. But where are you at?
Ecclesiastes chapter 18, verse 30.
Yeah, Ecclesiastes chapter 18 and verse 30. Go ahead.
Go not after thy lust.
Do what?
Go not after thy lust.
Mm-hmm.
But refrain thyself from thine appetite.
Yeah, refrain thyself from thy appetite. Because what will that appetite do? For some, that appetite may be uncontrollable. That appetite is so extreme to where it's like, man, you buy you a box of cookies and a gallon of milk with some brownies, and you end up killing it, man. You just end up killing it, like we said last class, them hot fries, right? Them hot Cheetos. You gotta kill the whole bag of them hot Cheetos, man. That triple meat burger. You gotta kill the whole burger to get the respect, man. Right? To get the respect of the food. But what does it show? It just shows that we have this extreme appetite that has to be satisfied. But the scriptures is letting us know, read it again.
Go not after thy lust.
Go not after thy lust, because we understand that your lust is going to most likely put you in a bad position. It's going to put you in an area to where you shouldn't be at. Read.
But refrain thyself from thine appetite.
So do what?
Refrain thyself from thine appetite.
Refrain yourself from your appetites. Going to give a little bit more description. Keep reading.
If thou givest thy soul the desires that please her, she will make thee a laughing stock to thine enemies.
Think about that. But why? Because now you're giving yourself to something that is uncontrollable. Now you're looked at as, again, being uncontrollable. Because that's what happens whenever you go into the spirit of gluttony. It says that gluttony, excess in eating. When it says, what does it say? It says voracity of appetite, man. You just want to eat. And I'm going to say this, the spirit of gluttony even goes into a lot of psychological issues that our people have. Because what do? We have comfort food, comfort eating. But that comfort eating is what? You eat until you feel satisfied. But the thing about it is that you didn't know that the carnality in the food was not going to satisfy you. So what happens? You just keep eating. You keep eating until you get sick. A lot of people get sick. And as we go into it, it's called binge eating. Where you just binge eat. There's a lot of different types of eating disorders. You got bulimia, where you'll eat and throw it up. A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people just eat and just be like, oh man, I should never ate all that, man. My stomach is hurting. It's like, dang, you took it that far? To where you laid up, you can't even move? Huh? You just fall asleep with the spoon in your mouth? But the scripture just said is that, read verse 31.
Verse 31.
Go ahead.
If thou givest thy soul the desire that please her.
If you giveth your soul the desire that please her, which is your lust, if you give into that, what? I'm emotional, so I want to eat. What happens? Read.
She will make thee a laughing stock.
She will, because you done took it to the limit. Push it to the limit. You did. We get used to that. Think about it. I'm going to say this because we see it with our people. Our people have a very addictive lifestyle. And we're talking about food now, but I just hit my mind. Even the weed. Look at the weed now. Cats gotta roll 50 million blunts to feel satisfied. I'm like, how you smoke blunt back to blunt? I'm like, oh my goodness. But it shows what? They're not satisfied. For you to keep smoking and keep drinking, it's like, brother, you slurring the words, but you want more? You're never satisfied. That goes into this gluttonous spirit, that wine-bibber spirit. It says, if thou givest thy soul the desires that please her, she will make thee a laughing stock to thy enemies that malign thee. And showing forth that individuals that don't care about you. See? But again, this is that spirit of gluttony. We have to look at ourselves and be like, dang, do I ever get like this? You know, you get that Chinese food, man. I ain't gonna lie, Chinese food bring the monster out of you, man. You got the rice, you know what I'm saying? You get the noodles on the side. You get the chicken with all the sauce on it. Huh? Yeah, if it's chicken, whatever it might be, you know, it could be the, what is it called? The Nutri-Rat, you know? That Nutri-Rat's big, man. They really cooking that thing up. Esau make it look like it's a fantastic dish.
Yeah, right.
But I'm gonna say this though. It's funny because the Nutri-Rat does eat vegetation. But still, we ain't supposed to eat no Nutri-Rat. But whenever you look at again, just the spirit of gluttony is that it just shows an excessive appetite, man. Excessive appetite because it leads us to an area that we don't want to get to. See, yeah, it may be good when you got all the Krispy Kreme donuts in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Nice box, you got about 12 of them, nice and soft and warm. You know, you hit one, man, it didn't feel like it tastes like it was nothing. It was lightweight. Right, I can have about what? 4, 5. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, 4, 5, 6, 7. Huh? Eat the whole dozen. And I ain't gonna lie. I didn't bring it up because of what you said. Remember that time?
Yeah,
but we had a brother in class though. Ate them donuts. What happened? Locked up a little bit. But the appetite. What happens? It makes you do that. You know, we gotta ask ourselves, what do we indulge ourselves on? I know what mine is. Reese's Pieces, man. I can't even buy the packs no more because I will go through that pack. I know myself.
That's crazy you said because I was gonna say mine is Krispy Kreme donut.
This brother's Krispy Kreme donut. Listen, everybody put your vice online, man. Put your vice so that we all can be accountable for each other, man. When we see you hit that bag, we understand. Oh, listen, brother, you might want to put that down, man. Listen, sis, you at it again? You got it again? You got some moderation to that. Hold on, wait a minute. So put down in the chat, man, what your vice is when it comes to food. Hot wings, huh? This brother said honey garlic is what he likes, man. I ain't gonna lie. I just see it was the air fry machine, right? They made it look so good. They had the air fry machine. You know, they threw some seasoning. They threw some Lowry seasoning on the chicken.
Yeah.
You know, flipped it up, put it in the what do they call it? The air fryer. Locked it in. They made this little lime butter sauce with some Parmesan on it. Dipped that. I was like, golly. But I can see how you can go into that for them wings, man. Pizza. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Pizza. Oh, right here. There he is. Where you in class? Jackson.
It can't be veggie though. No
pizza's
veggie.
Another demon. I gotta see this though. I'm gonna say this. A lot of people, you know what happens when they go on a lot of diets? Your diet is so extreme that whenever you come off of it, and majority of people, their diets are like less carbs, right?
Yeah.
And I'm saying there's nothing wrong with cutting carbs out, but they do an extreme diet of carb cutting. So what happens? When they come back, you go right for the carbs. You go for the worst of the worst. And a lot of times it be that pizza ranch, you know what I'm saying? Cheese sticks.
Ugh.
Depending on where you go to Domino's, it'll make you lose your whole spirit, man. Domino's got nothing but fill. Volcano cake. You look at everything. You get that volcano cake. Let me get the cheese sticks. Let me get the pizza. Shoot, you know what? Let me go ahead and get that Sprite to wash it down. Man. You know, hey, it ain't chicken if you ain't. What do you say? It ain't chicken if you got it. You know. What you had? I say. You gotta talk loud.
So I would like. So you know those Chips Ahoy cookies?
So you about to talk about a tricking moment right now. Okay, tricking on the food. You said Chips Ahoy?
Yes. The soft ones.
Ooh, the soft one. You talking to Shaquat now? Okay. His language. Go ahead.
Like 3 hours.
You will go through the soft bag of cookies, the soft bag of Chips Ahoy's in 3 hours. I believe you. You probably stacked two of them together, smushed it together, looked at it, smushed it, looked at it like that. Thing soft. Oh, I know, man. I know how it gets deep, man. But it shows for that appetite. Yeah. That fleshly desire gets unruly. You start to get unlawful how you start looking at that food. Yeah. You know? You know, you like, man, I know I was on a diet, but there ain't nothing wrong with this right here, man. You know.
I have another one.
What you got?
This is bad.
Here we go. This the food chronicles. Go ahead.
Instead of eating one steak, I gotta eat two.
Dang, he said instead of one steak, he gotta eat two. But here's the question: can you eat steak by itself?
No.
See, there it is. What you gotta have with it?
2 baked chickens.
Ooh, 2 baked potatoes. Probably gotta load it, no bacon, man.
No bacon.
I need the ants, I need the chives, I need the butter, I need the cheese.
When I was in the world, it was bacon.
Right.
But no bacon.
Come on.
But now, I mean, I cut that out, but it used to be like that.
That red meat, huh? Yeah. Brother just said some steaks. You see online, it says, I seen golden fried chicken. Dorcas, I'm with you, man. My mom had a friend, man. Her name was Miss Helen, Edomite. Miss Helen used to throw down some chicken. I ain't never tasted chicken like that in a minute, bro. She was from the South. You know, like bluegrass type South.
Telling y'all, Esau was made.
Huh?
They know what they're doing.
Yeah, Esau had that chicken flipping, man. But her chicken was hidden. But you know, I ain't gonna lie, in the world, mine was food wise, pork chops. My mom made pork chops in a way that was sweet. I was like, dang. And then I got it was sweet. You know what I'm saying? With the mashed potatoes and peas, I was like, dang, okay. But I used to do what? Plate up on plate. What else you got on here? Oh, John. Oh, yeah, this is Brother Carver Bar. Homemade coconut cream cake. Ooh, that sounds good. I seen people eat a whole cheesecake. Ooh, that wasn't me. It wasn't me. Listen, I get a couple slices. I love cheesecake. Especially your cheesecake, Kaya. I need a special request.
Hey.
I said some dough.
Hey, I'll definitely eat a whole
ice.
cheesecake.
Huh?
I'll definitely kill a whole cheesecake.
Right?
Yeah, I put it too. Yeah.
Listen,
You know, I gotta be off in that today, though.
Cheesecake. All of them hit hard, man. Let's see. Yeah, man. What is that? Chocolate. Yeah, chocolate is another. You know, I'm gonna say some chocolates are good. You know, your dark chocolate is good for mental health. You know, but again, a lot of our people we get over excessive in these things. Where we at right now?
Ecclesiasticus chapter 18 and verse 31.
Yeah, go to Proverbs 23 and 1. Proverbs chapter 23 and verse 1. Just going into this excessive appetite, man.
Holy shit.
Did he put on the other one? Oh, normally I put it on top of that. Yeah, Proverbs chapter 23 and verse 1. We're going to get into it, man. Because, again, the food tastes good going down, right? Man, you be eating, boy. You smell it. You know, but the thing about it is that a lot of times we don't look down the road. We don't see, dang, okay, where is my eating habit going to get me to? You know, when it comes to the health conditions. Because again, even when the health conditions come, what happens? A lot of times we ignore it. Your chest start to flare up. You know, you skip a beat. You got a little chest pain. You're like, ooh, chest pain. Okay, went away. You forget about it. Like, everything's okay. Like, nah, you ain't supposed to be having chest pain like that. You know, your body ain't supposed to be aching when you wake up in the morning. It ain't supposed to be like that. You know, but it shows forth our diet. It shows forth the lack of exercise, and we're going to get into all that. But, read where you at.
Proverbs chapter 23 and verse 1.
I'm going to say this, we got plenty readers in here, so it needs to be switching up every verse or every scripture, all right? Where you at again?
Proverbs chapter 23 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
When thou sittest to eat with a ruler.
Again, it's going into this eating. But you know how it said it'll make you a laughing stock? It'll make you a laughing stock in Ecclesiasticus? This is one of the reasons, because now your eating habits is shown to everybody. Everybody starts to see your imperfections when it comes to this food. Or whatever you're excessive in. Go ahead.
Consider diligently what is before thee.
You better look at what's before you. You know, have a little control, just showing control. Check this out. Read.
And put a knife to thy throat.
Read.
If thou be a man given to appetite.
If you be a man given to appetite, you better it says put a knife at your throat. Calm down. It's saying watch what you eat and slow down. Because again, we make ourselves look bad. And I'm going to say this though too. Especially about being, you know, God-minded, godly people. Well, your body is an example of you. You know, if your body's lacking, it shows what? You really don't care. But a lot of times that appetite, it takes you down that dark path. It takes you down that dark path to where what? You at night, got the cake, got the ice cream, belly all out, you know, you just cry. Right. I need to lose weight. No, you don't. Why? You still hitting the ice cream. You still hitting the cake. You love it. A lot of our people love it, man. I know y'all seen the Maury babies. Think about it. The Maury babies, man. Who see Maury back in the day? But think about that. You had little 2-year-old kids, man. 150 pounds. 85 pounds Oompa Loompas, man. Running around. I got one right now at the spot where I live at, man. It's a grown baby. I think he's Dominican. Bro, don't speak no English. Big as I don't know what. Diapers bigger than him. I ain't never seen no big diapers like that, man. This brother be escaping. Like, I was like, he done got loose, man. He done got loose. He need a run. Shoot. What you got?
I'm about to say, and then like for most people, once they gain the weight, they gotta work like 2 times as hard to get to lose it.
Think about that.
It's true.
Yeah.
You have to do what?
I said once they gain the weight, like for example, my mom, she got ain't really like say she got weight problems, but she got like a belly.
Right.
She been like working like for years trying to lose her belly since I was like a baby boy.
Right.
They got the belly.
Right.
For years she been like feeling the fruit of body with all that food.
Right.
She gotta work harder just to lose it.
Oh yeah. And I'm gonna say this. Go real quick. Go to Hosea 4:6, just for the brother, Cam said. Go to Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6, because it goes right with what we're talking about and what the brother just said about. He said your mom, right? About his mother. She wants to lose the belly weight, but not really know how to lose it. And it's funny because we try our own method, not knowing that we never knew a method. So, and we're not privy to ourselves like that. So a lot of times the things that we implement is something that they see from Esau. And Esau in our body is completely different. That's why when it comes to people working out, I don't look at Edomites. I'm not looking at Edomites in their body. I look at Judah. I look at Israel, the 12 tribes, and what they implement to make their body that way, because that's our chemical makeup. That's our body style and our body buildup.
Yeah.
But read where you at.
Hosea chapter 4 verse 6.
Yeah, Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6. Go ahead.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
We are. The knowledge being the knowledge of the scriptures, because the knowledge of the scriptures shows us how to take care of our body. The scriptures give us a whole menu of what we can eat and what we can't eat. And I'm going to say this, especially a lot of new brothers and sisters coming into the truth, your body is still holding on to a lot of the filth that it had in the past. We haven't really did a legit cleanse. If you've done a cleanse, put 7 in the chat. You cleansed your body. You allowed your body to do what? Refresh itself. Clean out them arteries, man. Clean out your blood. Think about it. Blood cleansers. Blood cleansers is needed. But put a 7 in the chat. Who's did a cleanser here in the school? Raise your hand. For 3 days, 3 more days. We're talking about 3 more days, not one drink. 3 more days. A little bit higher, okay? Yeah, I got bad eyesight in ears, right? Old man. Right. Got 4 people, about 5. So it's needed. Because we got a lot of filth within our body. It holds those walls, your intestine walls is sticky, man. Those intestine walls, even all the way going down to your colon. Listen, the rectum on down, that whole intestine, man, it holds to a lot of filth. We have to cleanse that. Where we at?
Hosea 4:6.
Yeah, read it again.
My people are destroyed
Go ahead.
for lack of knowledge.
For a lack of knowledge of how to literally take care of your body. Who still drinks soda on a daily? Who still drinks soda on a daily? What's your vice? What soda is it?
Soda?
Yeah.
Sprite.
Sprite's it's easy. It's clean. You don't got the carbonated hit.
It's that card.
Caffeine in it.
Huh?
No caffeine.
That's what it said.
But I drink my coffee in the morning though. Right?
But you gotta recognize it though. Even with coffee is extremely acidic. You know, that's why there's nothing wrong with coffee, it's just the amount that you drink of it. You know, but then when you drink coffee and then plus you drink soda, your body's basically acidic because you have to add alkaline foods within your body to literally balance your body out to be alkaline, which means you can function. Your body needs water. Your body is made up of majority water, so your body has to have an alkaline level balance level, right? But majority of us are what? Highly acidic. Highly acidic. That's why a lot of times you have lack of energy. You know what I'm saying? A lack of, again, your skin a little dry. You know, I even think about, I'm like, my beard, what's going on with my beard? It's like, well, there's something I have to do with my diet to where my hair receives what I'm trying to get. But you got to think about it, though. You know what I'm saying? But again, the lack of knowledge, the lack of knowing that the things that we eat or drink affects our body. Who thinks about that? Is my body highly alkaline or highly acidic? Who thinks about that whenever you eat or drink?
Not to that, not to like how that standard is, but I mean,
right.
Man, I'm not eating healthy.
Right.
Cause like my body definitely feels the change. Like when I did go on like a fast or cleanse, the days after, I recognized that my body just felt lighter and just different into eating like breads and heavy foods like that. So I definitely felt the difference.
Come on, man.
Yep.
We went on that, what is that, after Passover. Oh yeah. No leaven. Come on, think about that. Cats out here losing weight, feeling good, light. Then what happens? You get on some of that bread, man. You get some of that garlic bread. You know, you go deep into it, man. But you know, a lot of times you have to understand how it feels to, you know, feel what it feels to be healthy, have good food in our body, but a lot of us never had that. We never had that example. Who in here and online, your family taught you a balanced diet, showed you that you had to have greens on your plate, or told you that, you need to have a diet full of high fiber? Who heard that word before, fiber? Your diet needs to be consistent of some fiber. Anybody online? Because I know my mother didn't. You was eating hamburger helper, man. You know what I mean?
Definitely didn't.
Hamburger helper, something quick. You know? Yeah, sausage, you know that heat. That's something I make for myself. My mama, but I'm with that though, sausage and baked beans, you know. But a lot of us didn't really have a legit nutrition-based diet. So what does that mean? We're not going to bring that into our life. Then what does that mean? We're most likely not going to teach our children that. It's a cycle. Say it again.
Everybody eating filth.
Back to eating filth. It's a cycle that's continual, but I said it's a beautiful thing to have kids grow up in the truth. It's a beautiful thing to have, you know, us coming back to the knowledge to understand what will bring us to life. Read it again.
Hosea 4:6.
Go ahead.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Read.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge.
See, you rejected knowledge, which is what? The laws, the statutes, the commandments. We had the dietary law. Ken, did you know that the Bible has a dietary law? The Bible has a dietary law to show us forth what to eat, what not to eat. You know what I mean? It literally goes into saying that you're going to eat this meat, it's good for you. You're not going to eat this meat, it's not good for you. Why do you think a lot of our people deal with high blood pressure? We're going to get to it. Yep. You know what they love? They love that pork, man. They love that ham. That ham hock, man.
Come.
Why do you think pork is so cheap in a grocery store? Y'all ever smelled the pig farm before?
Yes.
Anybody smelled the pig farm? Bro, you can smell it miles down the way.
It's nasty.
Miles down the way, bro.
I used to live maybe a mile and a half away from where I grew up at.
Right.
And when it was summertime, oh my God, you walk outside, it was like hell, just smelled like pork all over the place. And this is the house that we knew that had those hogs.
Damn.
A mile and a half away.
Yep.
And the closer you got to it, the louder the smell got.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh bro, probably 2-3 miles. Like it depends on how big the farm is. I was in Japan, because Japan's heavy on pork, right? They do a lot of pork ramen, a lot of stuff like that. But bro, that stuff is so heavy. I was like, are you serious? That's what you just get used to smelling all day? McCargo Bar said, Con, you were taught to eat beans for fiber, helps you go to the bathroom. Kaya said, my mom makes roasted vegetables, parsnips, turnip, squash, spinach, and kale. A lot of us wasn't that wasn't that privy to have a mother to, you know, cook squash and turnips. You know, we'll eat the turnips, spinach, and kale. Like, I didn't hear about kale until when I basically came into the Navy. Well, I think even coming out.
too.
And we didn't hear about kale. You know, kale is another good vegetable, high in protein. Jacob's House said food stamps did us disservice to an extent. Definitely did. Because food stamps will get you what? All the snacks.
That's dollar store. That's dollar store, man.
The dollar, bro. You can. And think about it, man. It shows again the lack of knowledge. Because we'll go to the dollar store and feel good. We get all the crackers, all the granola bars, all the sugar cookies, all the chips. Listen, you go ahead and give me some of the beans right there, because you know I gotta have a balanced diet. You know, let me get the fat. Let me get the microwavable dinners. Let me get my kids the pizza. Let me get my kids the ice cream things. What was it? The little popsicles? You have to cut the top off different colors. Suck it. Them pop. Y'all know you remember
The one with the Flintstone on it?
No, that was the push one. The push one.
I think I showed my age.
Right? No, the push one was it though. But it shows that we literally were getting excited for garbage. But I'm gonna say this though, it's a beautiful thing because it shows Israelites, bro. At least we just wanted something, man. Yeah. You know, but the Most High is bringing us back to understand what's gonna make us healthy. Read it again.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
And we are destroyed physically, spiritually. Go ahead.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee.
And he's also going to reject us. And that's one thing that we rejected was the dietary. That's why it says him that sacrificed swine flesh behind the tree. It's like, you wanted that, man. He said, I can eat that pork sandwich, please, man. You trying to do it in secret? You trying to get you a Baconator and some fries on the low with a milkshake, drink it down, man? The Most High said, okay, I'm going to get you there, man. And a lot of us got by our health. Check this out. Go to Ecclesiasticus 5:3. Well, actually, you know what? Go to Ecclesiasticus 31:12. Just to finish off scriptures going in about this excessive eating. Ecclesiasticus chapter 31 and verse 12. And again, you know, I build these classes for us to just examine and for us to look at our life and to areas to where we can, again, recognize where that's not healthy and want to change it. You know? And best believe I'm going to give you foods. I'm going to give you understanding of what foods have high in protein, high in fibers. You're going to get all that. But we first have to recognize what's our bad habits. Yeah. Understand the excessive eating. Understanding that this is a spirit that the Most High does not want you to have. He wants you to have some control in your life. You know how a lot of us can't control our emotions? It's the same way with our food. You can't control your food. What is the food belly? What do they call it? The food belly? Or whatever. The food belly. Oh, the food baby. There it is. You gotta feed the monster, huh? Feed the little baby down there. A lot of us can't control that, but we have to understand that if we want to have our life to be not bitter and not have sickness, that we have to take care of our health. We have to realize, bring it to light, our areas that our shortcomings are at when it comes to eating. Read where you at.
Ecclesiasticus 31:12.
Go ahead.
If thou sit at a bountiful table.
If thou sit at a bountiful table. This is a buffet. Bountiful table. You got, you know what they say, Big Mama's dinner. You know what I'm saying? Got the whole spread, candy yams, turnips. Yeah. What do y'all have in Albuquerque? For let's say you got like a big spread. Because we got Northern Kingdom over here. We got Gad in the building. So what do y'all have for food that's bountiful up there in Albuquerque? That's what we eat.
My mom used to stop at this Chinese spot.
No, I know Chinese food, but I'm talking about Gadite food. I want Gadite recipes.
Chili stew.
Chili stew.
Fried bread.
Fried bread. Navajo tacos.
Enchiladas.
Oh, Navajo, what? Pueblo enchiladas? Mm-hmm. Okay, Pueblo enchiladas. What else y'all got that's filthy? Right? And what I mean by that is that, you know, again, that an individual will indulge herself on. What else y'all got?
Tamales.
So you said tamales? There it is. What else you got, Hosea? I know you got some type of sweets. What kind of sweets y'all got? But just to show forth that every tribe on the 12 tribes chart, even when we go down to Benjamin, man. Y'all go in. Benjamin give you your oxtails, you give me your turnip greens, macaroni.
You can get you a cow tongue, you know.
For real?
Yeah, you definitely get the cow
But
tongue.
I ain't gonna lie. I used to eat lingua burritos.
God.
And they used to hit. Huh?
Chicken foot.
Chicken foot, the cornbread. But then think about what you got.
There's this, it's a snow cone. It's called a Piccadilly. It's like a snow cone with,
Reminiscence.
pickles and there's like one layer of like the snow cone, and then it goes the pickles, and then you sprinkle Kool-Aid on it, and then it's the rest of the snow cone.
Oh, so that's why y'all was eating Kool-Aid the other day. Kool-Aid and pickles? Oh, I see now. Oh, I see.
Ain't that
The sister just said, hold on, she just said it's called a Piccadilly where you get a snow cone, pickles, Kool-Aid, and what else?
Like the rest of the snow cone.
And the rest is what?
The rest of the snow cone.
Oh, the rest is the snow cone. Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, in Houston there's a restaurant called Piccadilly's.
Well, I think Piccadilly, I thought it was a grocery store.
No.
Oh, that's Piggly Wiggly, never mind.
No, it's not the mall.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You guys in the hood.
Piccadilly's,
Yeah,
like,
you used to have one in
Okay.
Yeah. What's the restaurant?
It's like Luby's.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Luby's have you have diabetes quick. Luby's have you turned up quick. I remember my uncle went to Luby's. He said, no. My uncle said my mom should have too much salt. Take him to Luby's. He went to Luby's every day for a week. Every day, man. But just showing for that, again, everybody has, Northern Kingdom, when you deal with Mexico, Issachar, bro, they have, oh my goodness, I love Issachar food, man. We got a food truck in Houston, let the brothers let you know. Get you a nice, burrito, get you some tacos, huh? Yeah, Salvadorian, but it just shows that, again, a bountiful table, go ahead. Yeah, you read from verse 12 again.
If thou sit at a bountiful table,
go ahead.
Be not greedy upon it.
The Most High said, be not greedy upon this table. Actually have some control. You don't got to eat everything just because it's in front of you.
Okay.
You ain't got to taste everything. You don't got to, you know what? My mama, man, she want me to eat my whole plate. Well, what you should have did, you know how they say your eyes is bigger than your belly? Mm-hmm. That's me, man. I would load that plate up knowing doggone well I ain't finishing it. But I tell you one thing, that urge, that beast within me is like, I want it all. Oh yeah, put that on there too. Put that on there too. But it says, don't be greedy upon it. You don't got to eat everything. Go ahead.
And say not. There is much meat on it.
Yeah, there's much meat on it. I gotta tear this up. I'm about to go to work on this plate, man. But it's still showing about this appetite. A lot of us, we go into that binging state to where we see the food, we just turn up. And I'm gonna say this, it ain't nothing wrong for a feast day. I'm gonna turn up during a feast day. I'm gonna eat good. I'm gonna enjoy myself, but a lot of times after that feast, what happens? You gotta calm that down.
Yeah.
You gotta fast a lot of that food out.
Done.
But a lot of us, we continually do what? We keep going into that bountiful table. We go to the areas that we know we're gonna need that, this, and that. You better prep yourself. Like me, I'm gonna say this, a lot of times I have to eat. I have to eat before I go somewhere because I already know if I don't eat, I'm gonna want everything I see. What you got?
So one of my weaknesses is like soul food.
Can y'all pass the mic? Oh yeah, I need to get y'all on the mic, guys. Too many comments going on. We need brothers and sisters to be here in the comments. Pickles and peppermint sticks. What? Pickle and peppermint sticks. Okay. Hold on, let me get to some of these up real quick. Yeah, my parents were huge on fresh greens. They always had a huge garden, therefore we always ate fresh veggies. I'm with that, Dorcas. A lot of parents that had, more of your farmland, because my grandma, we had everything: squash, cucumbers, lima beans, black eyed peas, figs, we had everything, so we had fresh fruit. But nowadays, kind of, again, food stamps era, projects era, we're not getting that healthy diet anymore. Majority of people are in the city. I'm with you on that, Dorcas, because, a lot of, people that were in the country that had a good diet, Kool-Aid and pickles is country, right? Candy yams, facts, baked macaroni and cheese, homemade biscuits, hitting. What you got, Allison?
Well, like a lot of the stuff everybody's saying with all the vegetables, like soul food has all those vegetables, black eyed peas, yams, greens and
Right.
all that other stuff. So it's like it's good, but it's what makes it bad is like the secret ingredients. So like you put like 2 sticks of butter in your mashed potatoes.
Oh yeah.
Or extra cheese.
Right. You
somewhere.
throw all the turkey in there, all the ham in there.
So one time I Googled soul food I was just curious on like what would pop up.
Right.
And so it listed like everything that is cooked for soul food. So it had pretty much all your pork dishes because that was like the only thing. So ribs and hog maw, pig feet,
right,
the whole nine, and then it went into the vegetables. But then after that, it explained all these things causes high cholesterol. And, all the diseases that a lot of our people go through. So, but that's because of the extra butter or the extra vegetable oil or all these things that we cook with. So sometimes it's not even so much the vegetables; it's just how you cook it.
Yeah, and we don't know how to cook it. Butter down. I'm gonna say this: Yashakar in Houston came out here and he was cooking. He don't cook with oil. The brother don't cook with oil. I watch him. The brother just cooks with water. He puts water in the pot, cooks his meat like that, makes it juicy. The food is good. What you got?
They don't even use fast oil. They use like bottled oil.
Oh yeah, Bob, come on. He want everything clean. But I'm with it though because that's a new age of cooking. Because all we know is what you got a fried egg, and throw some oil in it. You know what I'm saying? You throw some butter on top of the what do you call it, the pot. What you got, Isaiah?
So in.
You gotta talk louder.
So in New Mexico, like.
Pass the mic out. Pass the brother's mic. You gotta stand up when you talk too. You in Hebrew Academy. Yeah, go ahead and stand up. Oh yeah. Voice to be heard. Go ahead. Oh, you did. Go ahead, Ike.
So in New Mexico, we went to NES basketball game and they came up with something called lemon with peppermint.
Lemon with peppermint?
Yes.
What is that?
It's like where you put the peppermint stick in the lemon and then you just like drink the juice from the lemon through the peppermint.
Oh, it's lemonade. Lemonade or what?
Lemon with peppermint?
What is it?
It's like you use the peppermint stick as a straw to drink the lemon juice from the lemon.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's dope. That's still healthy. That's not too bad. That sounds a lot better than, again, pig feet. Black eyed peas with a whole pig foot in it. I think all black eyed peas had to have a pig foot in it. All the grease, all the horrible whatever nutrients the pig has is in the black eyed peas. Chitlins, the catfish. Come on, man. Catfish is bottom feeders, man. And a lot of times catfish were pond raised anyway, where they raised them. Just put a lot of catfish in the area. Same thing like tilapia. Has anybody seen what a tilapia look like? Brothers look like an albino fish, man. Huh?
I thought tilapia was like fish.
Tilapia is basically it's farm raised. So it's not really like freshwater. Like salmon and stuff like that. But yeah, a lot of our people, man, we picked up these habits of eating, weird habits. How we mix food together. But where you at again?
Verse 13.
Oh, that's it on that. Jump to Ecclesiasticus chapter 5 and verse 3. Because even with all these eating habits and these things that we've gotten, what happens, man? When you start eating that stuff, can't nobody tell me nothing, man. I'm going to finish this off. Shoot. I'm going to enjoy my life. I know you are. I know you're going to enjoy your life. But the Most High said there are going to be some repercussions, and that's one thing that we have to see as a people, is that our eating habits have a repercussion somewhere down the road. Like I know 18-year-old young men that have died because of a heart failure. I know 18-year-old men that have a pacemaker with a defibrillator. He got a pacemaker and a defibrillator. No, you know what? He had a pacemaker. Another dude had a defibrillator. Defibrillator shocks the heart when it goes into like a
cardiac arrest or something.
Cardiac arrest, and then you have the defibrillator. The pacemaker basically pumps his heart. It helps. Yeah, it helps the heart. I believe pump. That's what the pacemaker's for.
Yeah.
If my memory is correct. Wow. But again, oh yeah. I ain't gonna lie, man. What I've been telling a lot of people is that even myself is about we have to literally start preparing our food. You gotta start preparing your food to where you don't have to rely upon doing what? Going to get fast food real quick. Oh, I ain't got nothing to eat. Well, Postmates. Postmates and Uber Eats is the worst. Cause you look at that menu at nighttime, you ain't got nothing to eat. Man, them cinnamon pancakes, cinnamon pancakes, golly. I hit them joints. Oh my goodness, man. I knew that was unlawful, man. But again, it's just showing that we have to put these roadblocks in front of us to where we can prepare ourselves to have food already, to where we don't have to go far left to the dark side. What you got on that one?
Ecclesiasticus chapter 5 and verse 3.
Go ahead.
And say not, who shall control me for my works?
A lot of times it's like that. Who shall control me? Who gonna control what food go in my mouth? We put in scripture a lot of times. It's about legit the actions that we make, but eating is an action. Who's gonna control what goes into my mouth? Go ahead.
For the Lord will surely revenge thy pride.
Yeah, who shall control me for my works? Read.
For the Lord will surely revenge thy pride.
When it comes to this eating, because we didn't want to take the health tips from brothers, from sisters. When the individual told you about exercising, you was like, nah, I'm good. The Most High is going to do what?
Revenge thy pride.
And he does. He revenges our pride through our what?
It's true.
How does he revenge us when it comes to eating? Brothers and sisters, see if y'all are following, at least walk it in some kind of way. How does the Most High revenge us by our eating?
You end up having like all these type
Hold on, you gotta talk a little bit louder.
You end up having all these type of health problems and like you said, gluttony, excess of eating, you breathe a lot.
Oh yeah.
You start gaining weight, stuff like that.
Yep.
High cholesterol, like she just said.
Blood pressure.
Like high blood
Can you
pressure.
send me that link I sent you?
I think my mom, she took like high blood pressure pills, iron pills, vitamin D pills.
Oh yeah.
All types of pills.
Oh yeah.
Growing up, I ain't never really like that. I was like, why you gotta take all them pills? I ain't really understanding at the time. But ain't
right.
But now I understand it because older.
Right. Yeah, the Most High hits us in our health, man. He hits us in our health. A lot of us can't walk a mile. You can't walk up the stairs without what?
Just smoke.
Up the stairs. Up the stairs.
Yeah.
Think about it. Can't even really bend over. Stretch. Why? Because a lot of us, we think that we're what? Unhealthy? That ain't the word. The word starts going into what? Overweight and obese. Unhealthy kind, yeah, that's the soft word. But we're gonna find out today if you overweight or obese. Because I have a link that I'm gonna send into the chat. All you gotta do is click it, just like Instagram. Click it, put your height and weight in, and we're gonna see exactly what you are according to the standings of your height and weight. Because we have to recognize our situation. We got to recognize that you might be a few pounds overweight, few pounds obese. Because whenever you go into this revenge, the Most High hits us with in our health. Check this out. And majority of our people, and I'm going to go into the kids as well, because the kids are getting hit with what? Being overweight and obese. But our food, being obsessive in these different foods that are not healthy, it relates, and the consequences are a lot of times death, heart attacks. Why do you think a lot of these individuals dying of heart attacks and strokes? A stroke is the lack of blood flow. Lack of blood flow to the brain. You snap up, man. Aneurysm. A lot of times because why? Our blood vessel is not moving as smooth as it is. You got ventricles, you got your capillaries, you got all these different veins within your body, but we don't think about that. Like, who looks at their body like a car? I think I may have brought it out last class. Who looks at your body like a car? You know how you take a car to get waxed, detailed? You detailing yourself? Huh? Who put premium gas in their car? Raise your hand. Who put premium gas in their car? Put a 7 in the chat if you put premium gas in your car.
I got the dough.
Because think about it. You put that in your car, but how come you didn't put that in your body? The lack of care.
Okay.
But that's why a lot of our people have high blood pressure, high LDL, which is what? high cholesterol, your fats. We have what else? Diabetes, huh? Type 1 and type 2. What you got, Jonathan?
I was just gonna say,
Pass the mic, please. Because these are the facts of what our eating habits have caused within us. Go ahead,
I was just gonna say, because of, we know about my health condition, whatnot.
Right.
That caused me to actually take inventory to
say that again.
Take inventory to what it was I was eating that could be causing, like lowering my iron and all that. And I discovered some things. Like I told you this morning, my health out discovering what it was and what I needed to do. My health just recently got extremely better.
Right.
After cutting off some things for like 2 weeks.
There it is. You see the difference, the change.
The difference, yeah.
That's all your body needed, man. It needed a little bit of decompression. A little decompression from the food and the things that we put in. A lot of sugars, the sweet tarts, all the little snacks, the Twizzlers, the Skittles. I ain't gonna say Star Wars, that's unlawful. Anybody should eat no Star Wars up in here. Oh, Star Wars definitely got fat in pig fat. If you didn't know, now you know. Starburst? Starburst.
Oh.
This is Star.
I thought you said Starbucks.
Oh, no. Hey, but I'm gonna say this stuff. I wouldn't put it past them. I wouldn't pass some type of, like, even the whipped cream. I wouldn't put it past them. The syrup. Come on, man. Think about it. Vanilla extract comes from what? Beaver butt. Beaver butt. We went over that, right?
What?
Oh, you must ain't heard that.
What?
Vanilla extract.
It comes from beaver butt?
Beaver butt, yes. It comes from the rectal secretions of the beaver.
So they juice the butt?
Yeah, they juice the butt.
Man, yeah.
So they juice the cola?
Oh, yeah. Look it up. Put it on. Oh, we can't put a picture up?
And that vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, mix it up.
It is.
Huh?
That vanilla ice cream is fire too, though.
But think about it. But what I'm showing you is that Esau is very cunning, man. What you got real quick, Hakawa?
I want to ask, what about like the vanilla almond milk? Because I drink almond milk.
Right. I'm gonna say this again. I'm not saying all vanilla, but the real vanilla. This is vanilla. This is like fake vanilla. Fake vanilla extract, yeah. But in a lot of like black houses, like my mom, she was using that fake vanilla extract and to make pancakes. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times the cheap things are the ones that have what? The most horrible products in it and the most abominable. What do you got?
I was going to say...
you talk to the mic.
One of the brothers, when we had the Feast of Tabernacles, one of the brothers from New York had showed me something.
Right.
We was at the cookout, and I had, what's the beer? O'Doul's, I think it's what it's called, or something. But he had pointed out that they put pork in some of the beer.
Well, they don't, what they do, they strain it a lot of times. They'll strain the beer within the pork-like sack. It's sad how you do these things, bro. But yeah, a lot of times they may strain the beer or the liquor in a pork sack. Oh yeah. Terrible, right? Well, you get a beef sausage, but it's in the casing of a pork casing.
Yeah, right.
Like think about that. Come on.
I got tripped up on that.
Right.
Recently, it was a spot I go to by the hospital. We get a blood transfusion. And
You talking to the mic? Oh, I want everybody to hear this. Oh yeah. It's fast.
Yeah, I had to go get a blood transfusion at the hospital, and it's a spot that I go to that sells beef sausage. But somebody put me on to what you just said, that they coat it with pork. The pork. You know what I'm saying? So that just turned me off on that. It was like, yo, it's rough.
Yeah.
You just gotta read. You gotta read everything before you buy it or eat it.
Right.
Basically.
Yeah, and whenever you go into that for that beaver butt glue, that beaver butt sauce, it's called castrium.
Castrium, yep.
Castrium. So again, look at those products, look at the ingredients. It's castrium. But I'm gonna say this though too. That's why it shows forth even Monsanto. A lot of times Monsanto won't put forth what they truly have in their products.
Yep.
That's why nobody can sue them. When you start having these adverse effects in the body, cancer, tumors. Come on. President Obama knew what he was doing when he did that.
He sure did.
Trying to be very sneaky. What you got?
I think like gelatin. Pork in it too.
Oh, yeah.
Me and quite was in the store about the fact we was in food line, I think.
Right.
And I picked up a bag of lifesavers. He was like, nah, that's what you talking about. He was at the back. He pointed out gelatin. He said,
Right.
pork in it.
Right. Again, but it's not going to just say pork fat. It's going to say these scientific names, gelatin. You know, beaver butt juice is going to be castrum.
Castrum, yep.
Castrum. You know, so, but again, all these different things that we ingest in our body, it allows us and it brings forth, again, type 2 diabetes, type 1 diabetes. A lot of times, you know, you have diabetes mellitus and insipidus. And I believe mellitus, if I gotta go back into it, but is basically you cause yourself to have diabetes through your eating habits. A lot of us cause this diabetes within us, the lack of insulin that your body produces. Why? Because it's trying to cleanse up your whole body through the filth that you put through it. All the sugars, you know, all the alcohol. It's crazy, man, how, you know, the body just rejects, you know, things that it doesn't need. Think about it. It can't break down into your body. Where's it going to go to? Where all that sugar going to go to? Is it going to really feed your blood? No. Is it going to feed your cells? No. You know, so a lot of times you have a lot of stuff piled up within us that now has your body moving at a different way. It's creating new cells, which does what? Creates cancer. New cells is just cancer. Y'all gotta understand that. What else? Coronary heart disease. Who online has had a stent put in? Who online has had a stent or known somebody that had a stent? A stent is where, you know, you have your heart, you have your, you know, your ventricles, you have your ventricles, it's different. You have your tricuspid valve and your tricuspid. But a lot of the times your veins, they're clogged. They're clogged with some type of, what do they call it? I don't want to call it calcium. But it's clogged with things where your blood can't flow smoothly. So you have to have a stent is where they go through your femoral leg and they put it in there to where it opens up that vein to where now you can have better flow. It cracks all that crust that's up in there and allows you to have, again, better flow. But a lot of our people have coronary heart disease. Damn. Somebody raise your hand. Go ahead.
You know, but even with that, like
She's
with
good.
the blood clotting, like they give you heparin. And I learned this in nursing school. They give you heparin.
Oh, heparin is through the IV, right?
Yeah, but
right.
heparin has pork in it.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that.
So
Oh, man.
that's from the tissue of the pork. I think it's like porcine.
Interesting. Heparin has.
It's a blood thinner.
Right, because there's a lot of medication. They have heparin. So heparin's a blood thinner.
It's a trap. It's like
Right, they have, who else is on there? George Branch said a lot. This is what he said. Give me 1 second, let me try to keep everybody. They said it give it a nutty flavor. What's that? Jacob's House, what is that? A nutty flavor. I'm buying a meat grinder so I can make my own sausage patties. I'm afraid of the ground beef and I'm not getting an ice cream maker because I don't want to eat any beaver butt, right? But again, you know, that's more like your cheaper vanilla extract.
Yeah,
all right. But again, the ingredient that you should look out for is going to be castrum. All right. And I learned how to make gelatin using agar powder. Remember that? But that powder is expensive, $69.99 a pound at Bay Naturals. I have to find some place else to buy it. Y'all have turned me into the sea moss and aloe vera gel queen around here. Yeah, it's needed, man. You know, and again, and having a healthy body, it shows forth again, it transitions to having a healthy mind. And we're going to get that later on. But a lot of people don't understand that. Your diet is very important to how your mind functions. A lot of times we're moody, we're emotional. Well, what are you putting in your system? The reason why your car doesn't, well, you probably put something in the tank that wasn't good for it. It's the same thing for your body. You can't put in McDonald's thinking you're finna get, you know, top flight salad type fuel. You know what I'm saying? You're not finna, you have a whole pizza, you're not finna get beets, ginger, whatever you got in here type fuel. It's not gonna be the same. You know, so we gotta see that, again, it's highly important what we eat. I'm going through all the diseases we got to. Gallbladder disease, all right? Gallbladder. And gallbladder is like, oh, that's the bile, never mind. The gallbladder, I believe, that regulates what? The gallbladder. Gallbladder. I forgot the function of the gallbladder. Gallbladder it stores bile, a combination of fluids, fat, and cholesterol. Bile helps break down fat from foods in your intestines. The gallbladder delivers bile into the small intestine. Okay, so basically bile, you'll go ahead and excrete it out.
Isn't that like the body part when people say that you really don't need or something like that?
Well, I guess they said it's expendable, right?
Yeah.
I heard a lot of people getting their gallbladder taken out.
Yeah, because one of my manager at one of my jobs, he said he just got his removed, and he was like, we don't need it nowhere. Everything is there for a purpose. So I'm like, what does that mean? Like, and I'm just looking at him like, that doesn't make no sense to me. You know?
Right.
The Most High would put something in your body if you didn't need it.
Yeah, I think it's the gallstones. When gallstones get stuck while traveling from the duct tube to the stomach, they block the outflow of bile, which causes the gallbladder to spasm. This usually leads to sharp pain, like being cut by a knife, under the rib cage, in the upper right side of the center of the abdomen. So a lot of times they're probably just taking it out because of that spasm. They're taking it out because of the pain, because you have gallstones. But gallstones is created by what? A lot of times sugar. A lot of times cholesterol. What does it show forth again? Put the fries down. put the fried food down, for real. I'm gonna say this, I'm about to invest in that air fryer. That air fryer, you can do whatever you want with that.
It's true.
That air fryer, my mom called me up, she was, air fryer. I was like, all right, whatever. But the brother Karacha's out bowing, I was like, Mom, I understand. Beautiful. I could salmon in it, Mom. You know, so it's definitely needed.
Yeah.
That air fryer again cuts down the what?
The cholesterol.
The grease. Yep. You know, so there's a lot of healthy things that we should be doing to implement in our life to where we don't have these diseases. What else we got? We got arthritis. No, that's what is that? That's not arthritis. That's I guess it is arthritis. A breakage of cartilage and bone within a joint. Who got arthritis, man? Come on.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
It hurts.
Yeah, arthritis is, especially when you get cold or rainy. Come on. But a lot of times your body just needs those nutrients just to oil it. Omega-3s. Fatty omega-3s, man. It's good for the body. Salmon's high in omega-3s. You got peanuts that's high in omega-3. You know, so all these things. But then I know some people's allergic. How y'all remember that? Some people's allergic to peanuts. So there's still alternatives where you can get still good fats. What you have, Corey?
Yeah, one of my cousins, like, he's been like, he always eat bad. And like right now he had a real bad like heart problem. Like he had his heart enlarged and then like his fluid around it. You feel what I'm saying? So like he really trying to shut down that and everything. But like he's always just like ate whatever he wanted.
Oh yeah.
In mass quantities.
Hold on, say that one more time. Say he ate whatever he wanted.
In mass quantities. Like I can say like we'll go to Wendy's.
Right.
He getting a large meal and a full pound.
Right. so like the 4 for 4 is the appetizer for the large meal.
And the chili on the side.
And the chili on the side. Oh yeah.
That's hilarious.
But think about it. Would that be that gluttonous spirit, that excessive appetite? You want it all. And again, it's the same. Your eyes are bigger than your belly. You ain't really that hungry. You think you are, because a lot of people don't understand your stomach's not that big. Your stomach is actually small. Again, fast for a day or so. And then eat something. You eat a bag of chips, you be full. You be like, man, I'm good, man. Technically, you be like, I wish I never ate the bag of chips. I felt better fasting. What you got?
I'm about to say, that day I fasted for that day, you know, staying at your house.
Uh-huh.
I think the day after I had like so the exact same day that on that night.
You passing the mic. You got to behind me. Right.
On that night, I had later on that night, I had a smoothie.
Right.
And I was full off of smoothie. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, wow, bro. Smoothie really made me full. And I ain't want no more food after that.
Right. Again, your body doesn't need a lot of food. You know, I was showing how our native brothers and sisters, that was in Simeon, the Simeonites, down in the Dominican Republic, how they ate little. They ate just a little bit. Mm-hmm. They didn't have to have everything to fill. Again, they didn't have to have the plantains. Let me get some of that. That lamb, oxtail. Let me get some rice. Throw some corn on that. They didn't need all that, man. One man ate more than 10 people. Think about that. One Spaniard consumed more than 10 people. So what consisted of their diet? Your body doesn't need a lot to literally function. We overeat, but we caught that conception from our enemies, our oppressors. But what else we have? Sleep apnea. Sleep apnea and breathing problems. Huh? Who got breathing problems? Your significant other, sometimes he go to sleep next to you, she go to sleep next to you, and you think they what? Not breathing. Yeah, a lot of times that's caused by your food, what you're eating. It says many types of cancers, external icons. So many types of cancer. You got throat cancer. You got again, wherever this unknown cell has grown in your body, this growth could be a tumor. Check this out: low quality of life. Well, I think a lot of people be like, "Hey, how you feeling today?" Whatever. I'm here, bro. Their body is telling you, it's like, bro, I don't know what's going on. I know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You've been eating Subway, Sonic for the last couple weeks. Your body is not reproducing the energy that it needs. It's not giving you energy because you're mentally not strong. So your body's like, you weak, I'm gonna be weak because I'm weak anyway. I'm weak anyway because my mind's weak. But just showing forth that you got to understand that the low quality of life comes through your food. You can function at a high level with no food. Come on now. It's doable. Who's done it? Who's fasted for 7 weeks? Or 7 weeks? 7 days. You? Yes, she is. All right, Allison. You had a question too?
I was going to say George Branch mentioned a good one. I don't know if it's on your list.
Passing mic to her?
No, I was just saying George Branch mentioned a good one. I don't know if it's on your list.
Let me see.
He said gout.
Oh yeah, gout. I don't want gout. Yep, gout. If you have to watch that beef, it takes about 5 days for the human body to eliminate beef. So if I eat beef, I have to wait about a week before eating it again. Yeah, but think about it. We eat beef back to back to back.
It's true.
Beef back to back to back.
McDonald's.
Huh?
Back to that McDonald's.
Oh, come on, McDonald's. You go to Burger King one day, you hit McDonald's the next day. You know what I'm saying? You hit the pizza spot the next day, you got the cheese. Huh? Yeah, that's gout is that arthritis, a form of arthritis characterized by severe pain, redness, and tenderness in joints. Yeah, because you ain't feeding your body anything. It says mental illness such as clinical depression. This is coming from food. But I'm gonna hit that point though too, that gut health. Gut health, that's gonna be part 3 of this class. To understand that, again, the food that we put in our belly transitions to our brain. It's connected. If y'all didn't know, now you know. But it says body pain and difficulty with physical functioning.
Damn.
Body pain and difficulty with physical functioning comes from your diet. Haggai 1:7, man. Haggai chapter 1 and verse 7. We're going to get into this a little bit. Haggai chapter 1 and verse 7. Because we got to see that. We got to be aware. We got to be aware of what we're putting in our body, why we're having these medical conditions. It ain't just a fluke. It ain't just a coinkydink that you got diabetes. It ain't a coinkydink that you're dealing with body pain daily and you're only 32, 35, 40. Come on. Who's on here? What's today? Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Hebrew Academy going on?
Yeah, Tuesday.
You know, when you have some Dorcas and Dariab, man, out there out of Atlanta. You know, those are our young brothers and sisters of the camp. You know what I mean? Dorcas and Dariab, they get up every morning and walk. Walk 3-4 plus miles, man.
Yep.
Dedicated. You look at him, that brother got energy, man. This brother's, I think, what, 70? 70 and some change, you know what I'm saying? To me, 30, 33. You know, he looked 33.
God.
I went around, it was 1 o'clock. The brother had energy, man. But why? Because he lived a healthy lifestyle. Read where you at.
It's true.
Haggai chapter 1 and verse 7.
Haggai chapter 1 and verse 7. Go ahead.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, consider your way.
We got to consider what we do. Like, who wants to be 2 years from now, 3 years from now, body just jacked up? You got to take pill after pill after pill. And I'm going to tell you this, think about it. The pills that you take, you can get it from the food. Y'all know that, right? A lot of the pills that you can get the same effect from food, from herbs. So what do? You feed the white, you get the food from the white man, then you go get the healing from the white man. Bro, he's just trying to kill you off.
God.
Think about it. Food and Drug Administration, FDA. It's all combined. The food gets you to the drugs. Literally. Their food leads you up to take their drugs. They making all types of money off you. What you got?
Just going off of that, the Food and Drug Administration.
You don't use that mic, please.
Just with that point right there, I think I was telling the Aki last week that there's this documentary called The Health Pill.
Okay.
And if you watch that, right, it actually tells you that the food industry and the pharmacy industry is technically hand in hand. They pretty much work together. Because the foods that we put in our bodies does affect our health, like how you said.
Right.
So like really what they do knowingly, what they would do is give you these bad foods and make these GMOs and everything. So the pharmacies can pretty much get the money off of you that way. So these doctors are really prescribing you prescription drugs to counter-react something like for diabetes and stuff like that.
Right.
And then, it's just all coming off of the foods that you eat.
Right.
But and everybody knows about it.
Right.
Full circle.
And here's a question, just for diabetics. Does the insulin injection, is that to alleviate the diabetes, or does that just affect the reaction of what diabetes, or how can I say it? Is the insulin supposed to help you and wean you off being a diabetic, or is it just solidifying and helping you of what your body doesn't produce? Anybody?
That's the second part.
Anybody? What you got, Jamal? Hakawa?
Insulin, like it's like with any pill, like for example, why do I got to keep going to the hospital to get a refill on the same pills?
Right.
The pills is not really healing the problem, it's just curing the symptoms for the moment.
There it is.
Like you take medicine,
right.
Like I got a headache, so I'm gonna take some medicine tonight when I go home.
Right.
My headache gonna be gone for a couple of hours, but I still got the same sickness because it's gonna come back again eventually.
Right.
I keep doing the same thing I'm doing. So
right.
Like insulin and like pills, prescription pills, just like on his point he said about how they want money out you. It's true, like the food lead to you getting bad health, and then the bad health lead you to the doctor. So now you gotta pay all this money on pills and prescriptions, and then life insurance, health insurance.
Right. You don't know if you gonna make it.
It's true.
From his food, so they basically doing.
And there's nothing wrong with life insurance. I'm gonna say that. There's nothing wrong with that. At least having something for your family. Go ahead. I gotta put that out there.
Basically doing it for for your money, like you said, but also, what you just said, like not really healing the problem.
Right. The symptoms. Yeah. Yeah, the symptoms. Because I'm gonna say this is that, think about it. I'm gonna say a lot of people do, experience headaches, and a lot of people don't know where it ranges from, but I rarely get a headache, but I don't take pills for headaches though. Why? Because I don't want my body to get addicted to me taking the pill for the headache. So what does that mean? The body's gonna bring forth the same headache to where, I need that pill. Think about it. Our body doesn't naturally take drugs. Like, that's something that we put into our body. We inject that into our system, and it's something new. So what happens? Then new things start creating in your body. Then there's other issues. Tumors. A lot of people used to take BC powder. BC powder. That was for headaches. Take it with the you got the little paper. Stick it to the head, right? BC powder take the pain away. Not knowing years down the way, you're gonna have ulcers. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have bleeding. My father had he was throwing up blood and pooping blood, but it came from all the pills he was taking. That's what it came from. His tract. He had throat cancer. His tract, man, was jacked up. Pills, weed, all of it. Look what it does to you. It destroys your body. You think it's gonna heal you, but it's not. That's why the Most High said, "Do what?
Thus saith the Lord of hosts. Consider your ways."
Consider your ways. I need you to go ahead and drop that link, pretty please, dear sister. I'm going to drop a link in here for all brothers and sisters online. I'm going to drop a link. And I'm dropping this link. It's from the, what is that CDC?
Yes.
Yeah, so the CDC is going to be, what is the CDC again? It's, I forgot the acronym. It's the,
Center.
Yes, Center
for Disease.
There it is. Yeah, Center for Disease Control. There it is. I want everybody to go ahead and click on that link if you can. Let's see if it works. If it works, come on, man. We're going to do this a lot more. Click on that link. Oh, yeah. Use Chrome. Use Safari. Whatever you want. Go ahead and click on it. Go ahead and click on that. And what I want you to do is go ahead and fill out that adult BMI. Go ahead. You he got his phone, do you? Oh, he got his phone? Oh, yeah. Go ahead and fill it out. This is for everybody. Kids. Everybody, because the height and weight don't discriminate. You understand? Your height and weight will not discriminate, but what it's going to do is going to show you and tell you something about yourself. And I'm going to say this. It may be a little far-fetched, maybe a little off, but I'm going to say this. Majority of it is going to be true.
Yeah.
You know, but this is a pill that we have to swallow and consider where our health is at. Consider if we're overweight, obese, on point, can do better. We got to see about these things. So I want everybody to go ahead and click on that, man. Y'all there? Yeah. So go on a YouTube channel. Go on a YouTube channel. Hey, there it is. Go on a YouTube channel, and there's a link there. And I want brothers and sisters to go ahead and see. Why? Because a lot of times we try to categorize ourselves as what? Unhealthy. No, sister. No, brother. Brother man. You obese, brother. Oh yeah, look at that. Everybody. We all a mess, Dorothy. Come on, that's what I'm trying to get everybody to consider ourselves, man. We got to consider what we're putting in our body. Not only that, because when I transition our kids, man, what are we giving to our kids? Hey, that's bro, I can tell you how. Bro, I can tell you how. But I'm gonna say this though. Hey, but I'm gonna say this though. But as a whole, our people aren't normal. Our people, the body weight ain't on point. And that's why I'm gonna say this. You know, a lot of individuals want this high. Check this out though. Wait a minute. A lot of our people, they want all this high echelon knowledge, but it's like, brother, sister, you don't know how to take care of your body first. Master your body first. You trying to understand Michael the Archangel. You know, you trying to split the fifth, the fourth dimension. It's like, what? Your health is off. You're not even understanding that the Most High said that His temple is your body. And your body ain't yours. We're going to get into them scriptures. So we ain't going to have no Revelations breakdowns right now. We're going to have health classes to get your spirit and mind right. So then when Revelation breakdowns finally come, you understand it. Huh? You understand that, yeah, Revelations is real. Those breakdowns are on point. But now you understand what? Well, I got to get my spirit ready for those days. But how can you get your spirit right if your body ain't right? Your body's weighing down your spirit. Did we not go over that last class? Huh? Did we not go over that? So we got to see. I hope everybody, brother and sister online, put a 7 in the link if you went ahead and click that link. Oh yeah, I see some sad faces in there, some crying faces. But again, it's not funny. What I'm doing this for is just to show you, where you're at. Because why? We should be trying to do things to, again, affect our health in a good way. And I'm gonna say this: when individuals came to me as a trainer or an individual that would tell them about a healthy lifestyle, I would tell you 2 things, man. Juice in the morning, no carbs at night. That's something simple that you can maintain for your life. Juice in the morning, no carbs at night. Yeah. It allows your body to rest. We need to do it a lot more. I know it's time consuming, but it's needed. A lot of brothers and sisters are getting pulsers. I think Pt.2 got a pulser. Haggai got a pulser, or what do you call it? The juicer. No, we didn't get a juicer. We got a presser. I said a pulser. We got a presser. Juicer's good too, but I'm gonna say this: juicer's a lot violent. The juice is a little bit more smooth. How was the juice this morning? Spicy. Come on, spicy, man. This morning we did beets, ginger, oranges, pineapple, and apple.
Yeah.
And that was it. I didn't even add any cayenne pepper. So it's the ginger itself. But really, what that does, it jumpstarts your metabolism. What does that mean? It starts your fat burner. Your metabolism is how you can burn your food. Why do you think when they say young kids have high metabolism, they burn through that food. They can eat all that food and they don't show no residue of it. But when you get older, you got a slow metabolism. What that mean? Take a little bit longer to process that food, to burn that fat. But there's things that we can implement in our body. Again, cayenne pepper is a metabolism booster. You can throw that into your food. That's why a lot of native or East Indians, they use a lot of cayenne. They use a lot of pepper, a lot of spicy foods to kick in that metabolism.
Yeah, that's because I'm from New Orleans, so a lot of stuff is always spicy. Like when you eat crawfish, that's can't do that now, but like a lot of crawfish or gumbo like that is always spicy. It's something. Everything's spicy.
I'm gonna say this: the reason why it's spicy because the food is horrible.
But
Think about it. Crawfish is whack. Eat crawfish without seasoning. Tell me how it tastes.
Disgusting.
Suck that butt without the juice. Tell me how it tastes, man. Without all that seasoning. You know I used to break that back of that crawfish, slide that piece of meat out, man. Look at it. Oh yeah, hit you. That seasoning to burn your lips, man. You go in so hard they give you a baby bib. You go in so hard like they give you a baby bib so you don't mess up your clothes, man. But think about it, they do a lot of seafood like that. That you're not supposed to eat oysters. I see somebody eating an oyster the other day, man. Oh my goodness. She had to slurp it out. I was like, that ain't even food, man. What is that? You slurping it out, and your face shows forth that you're eating something that looks like you're eating like a little sandwich of piss or something like that, man.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oyster.
But again, our people do what? They try to extra season their food, man. That crawfish is nasty, bro. Again, crawfish is another bottom feeder. You know?
Yeah.
Brother and sister to the cockroach, the anthropod family. You know? That's why they say shrimp are cockroaches of the sea. But what? Our people love it, man. Our people love it, but that's why your body smells the way it do. Your pH, man, is off. You know? Yeast infections. Men smelling like just urine. Like, why do you smell like that, man? Your pH is off. Your food is coming forth out your pores now. You smelling like filth.
So you basically saying somebody can eat food like that and it can come out of...
Yes, sir. Think about it. When you drink alcohol, a lot of alcohol, what happens? You smell that through your pores. A lot of individuals, they can smell that meat through their pores. All that meat. Massive meat eaters, yes. You gotta calm that down. Why do you think a lot of people that have like more of your, or if anybody knows, Kazak's father online, a lot of people try to say that he smelled like Mr. Miyagi, right? Or Kazak smells like Mr. Miyagi. Why? Because their diet. A lot of greens, a lot of vegetation, a lot of fasting, a lot of juicing. So now that's coming out of their pores. Think about it. Why do you think a lot of people, again, they smell very heavy? Well, it's because of the meat that they have in their body. All the different foods that they've combined within the meat. All the damn cheese, all the milk. You know, all these different things that we add.
Yeah.
Again, it has to be excreted some kind of way. And a lot of times when you sweat, you'll smell that. You'll smell it in your body odor. Your body odor comes from your diet. Your doctor will tell you that. My body odor. Well, you might need to change something in your diet. You know? So yes, you can smell it through your pores. Very deep. But it shows with how the body is functioning though. Yeah. You know, again, we are what we eat. We are what we eat. So everybody here went ahead and clicked on that link? How do y'all feel about the results though? Was it shocking? Everybody online, how do you feel about the results? Was it shocking? Is it something that, you know, that needs to be brought to your attention? You know, do you like me? Do you hate me? No, but what is it?
Hey, I'm open, man. They said I was 100 pounds over.
Right? Oh,
I was like, what? 100 what?
Yeah, 100 pounds. But think about it. But when you walk around and your daily movements, ask yourself how you feel. You understand why you feel so what? Lethargic. You understand why you feel so tired. Your body frame is not meant to take all the weight that's on it. It's like an 18-wheeler, man. You know what I'm saying? I got a what do they call them trucks? I got a hot shot, right? Got me a dually, man. A dually only can carry, I think, what, 12,000 pounds max on the axles, maybe on a trailer. 12,000. Let's say 15,000 pounds, right? Yeah. If you got more weight on the axles, what happens? It's gonna drive, but it's gonna be wobbly, slow, and you might break down, right? It's the same concept with your body. The reason why you can't have a full excited day, you wake up in the morning, you gotta roll out the bed like this. You gotta force yourself because you can't even get up right. Why? Because your body frame has too much weight upon it. Read it again.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts. Consider your ways.
Consider your ways. Consider our ways. Consider why when we wake up in the morning, we think life is just horrible. Like, what is that? But I bet one thing, if you was in full shape, you'd be good, man. I used to remember the things that I used to do when I was top notch, man. Bro, my day started at 3:30 in the morning. 3:30, I was out running at 4 o'clock. I ran 7 miles. I was done about 5:15, 5:30. Take a shower. I was at the shower hall before everybody was there. You know, got me some food. Came back ready to muster. You know, I already had a good day. Then I had lunch, worked out, a little coffee during lunchtime, gets you right, a little black coffee. But the thing about it is that you can do a lot more work if your body is in tune with you. See, a lot of you brothers and sisters, your mind's there, right? Your mind's alert, your mind is processing a lot of things, but your body is lagging. See? So you got to get your body aligned with your mind. You know how a lot of brothers and sisters, literally, your spirit is about what, 23, you about 45? You know what I'm saying? Well, get your body back up to that 23 shape. You need to get your body there. You can't think that your mind is going to continually to increase in the knowledge and grow in understanding, and your body's going to be left back like a bag of potatoes. And you're just going to drag it along. You're doing yourself a disservice. Not only that, you're doing your kids a disservice. We're going to go into that. We're going to go into that. Go to Proverbs 22 and 6. You're doing your kids a disservice. Rather than setting them up for success, you're setting them up for failure. Because your lack of awareness of your body, what are you teaching your children?
Same thing.
We're teaching our children the same thing. Listen, go ahead and get some of them fries over there, man. Go get them fries. The fries, they're going to have you right not knowing that fries are what? High in saturated fat, which causes high in cholesterol, which causes coronary heart disease, which causes, they fall asleep in class. How in the hell is a 12-year-old falling asleep in class? What do you do during the day to where you got to fall asleep during class? You had too many Cinnabons? You was up too late? What was going on? What was it? We got to see that. Kids, bro, listen, as a kid, I was being. I know y'all remember yourselves. Had your little walkie-talkie with your homie. Meet me at the bayou. Meet me at the bayou. Bring it. All right, I got you. Come on, man. You was lively, man. Riding your bike. And we're going to go into it even with kids is the lack of exercise. But let's get it. This class is going to be, good. Read.
Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 6.
And if anybody has anything they want to say, please, through the comments or in class, just raise your hand and we'll get to you, all right? Go ahead.
Train up a child in the way he should go.
Go ahead.
And when he is old.
Think about that. Train up a child in the way that he should go. A lot of times we think about what? Scriptures. Get his mind right in the scriptures. He'll know which way to go. Well, have we taught our kids to have this? Have we taught our kids to, you know what I want. Don't you? Go to Philippians 4 and 5. Have we taught our kids to have the spirit of understanding that you don't have to overindulge? Or do we feed them the spirit of overindulge? You can have whatever you like. Oh, you want that latte? Have that latte. Oh, you want all the snacks? Have the snacks. Yeah. Oh, you feel like a Big Mac today? All right, I'm going to give them a Big Mac. That's what they were doing on the Maury show. They were giving those kids whatever they had spaghetti in the morning for breakfast. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, wow.
They would eat it out the pan they made it in. I was like, oh, hell no. You know how you got like a big salad bowl? That's what they put the spaghetti in. It was plastic, but it was babies anyway. I couldn't believe it, man. They got all the pizza. I just give him what he want. What? How? He bully you or something? He got a knife to your back that don't nobody see? Why do you let this kid eat like this? He don't control you. You control him. As long as you what? In the household? Come on, you better bow down. They don't have to bow down. Oh, they don't like to eat that, please. Eat it, you ain't gonna eat it all. Bro, eat it or you're not eating at all. Starve then. Because why? I'm trying to show you a good eating habit. I'm trying to show you what's good for you, but you like what? Snackies. You like the PB&Js all the time. Ain't nothing wrong with PB&J. But there's still more well-rounded meals to get their brain bubbling, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. We know Esau's trying to attack our kids psychologically. But they're trying to do it physically as well. So we have to be on top of that. Who has that Philippians 4 and 5? Go ahead.
Philippians 4, verse 5.
Are we teaching our kids this? Go ahead.
Let your moderation be known unto all men.
Are you teaching your kids moderation? How to be moderate? To control themselves. Give me the definition of moderation. I need somebody to give me a definition of moderation. Are you showing your kid that, listen, you don't have to give yourself unto all your impulses? Because I got some horrible impulses. Shoot. Let me get that Royal Farms chicken and waffle, man. Hot sauce, two hash browns, I already know buttons to push. I can do it blindfolded. Oh yeah, this is actually the brother who put me on World Farms. I forgot about it. He the one who put me on it. And then he showed me the sandwich. I was addicted for about 2 weeks, maybe a month, to be real. But what's moderation?
Moderation.
Go ahead.
The avoidance of excess or extreme.
The what?
Avoidance.
The avoidance. You're avoiding what?
Of excess or extremes.
Think about it. You're avoiding the excess or extreme. So what does that show forth? They have some type of control. Moderation means you have control over your spirit. A lot of brothers and sisters don't have control over their spirit. Why do you think whenever it comes to fasting, people say do what? Fast on food. Most people think really fasting on food, which is good. Because if you can control your food, you can control your spirit. You can control now the emotions that you have within yourself. See, so we got to see that you have to practice first fasting on the smallest things, man. Fast from food sometimes. Control yourself. But you know what? I'm not going to eat fries for a month. I bet money that body weight count will fall, man. You go back about a month or so, put your I'm going to say this. If I was y'all, that link that I saved you, you better make it a favorite. You need to make it a favorite. Send it to your mother. Send it to your father. Because I was like, Dad, I know you don't see your kneecaps, man. Every time I see him like that, it's that belly right there, man. And he's trying to do his thing. He's going to the gym. He's getting his health right. But our people have to understand that they're not moderate in their actions. But again, going back to the kids, do they know moderation? Do they know what? Oh, I need, I gotta have it right now. No, why didn't they pout? Ain't no moderation. They're excessive. Read it one more time.
The avoidance of excess or extremes.
Who else got something on that? What you got?
Moderation.
Literally, limited, restrained, hence temperate. Observing reasonable bounds.
And you said limited restraint. You can't even really restrain yourself. Limited restraint. You allow that monster within you to take over. We allow that. But what are we showing our kids? The same thing. That what? Well, shit, Dad does it. Mom does it. It's okay. See, but because of the lack of knowledge, it's really not okay. Right? They don't understand that later on down the road, you're going to have heart disease. Later on down the road at 23, you're going to have arthritis already. Because you never, think about it, a lot of kids don't what? I don't like greens. How'd that work? You can saute them greens up perfectly, man. Steam them a little bit, throw some onions on top, man. Make that a delicious dish. But a lot of them they don't like what? They don't like the things that are going to give them nutrition. Who put that within our minds and our bodies? But again, like you said, that's that food that Esau comes forth with. That food makes you want to do what? It makes you want to literally want to have sugary food. You want the nasty food. And what I mean by nasty is what? Greasy. You want something that'll satisfy your soul. Soul food. What you got?
I think it says on Google research, it says when you start craving like bad foods, like sugary foods and heavy foods.
We're gonna get to it, yeah.
You got parasites like inside your body. It's making you either parasite or something like that. It's making you crave like the sugary and bad foods.
Right. It's a lot dealing with that because a lot of times even hunger may come, but you're actually thirsty. See, but we really don't know our body. We don't know the impulses of our body. What you got?
I believe the world taught us to eat for the full instead of eat for the few.
Oh, right.
Some people we born in poor upbringings.
Yeah.
Everything on your plate and people consume that their whole life, but we don't eat for the few.
Oh no. And that's why, like I said earlier, what are you filling your body up with? Low grade or that high grade? You got your body on at 85. At 85, a lot of cars don't take. I think that's that corn. That corn gasoline. It's like that. It's like more about your hybrid vehicles. I used to put 85 in the truck. That just used to run top notch, baby. He used to suck it up though. That joker used to run. But again, what do you put it in your body? Jump back. Jump back. Proverbs 22:6.
Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 6.
Go ahead.
Train up a child in the way he should go.
Read.
And when he is old, he will not depart from it.
And a lot of times they don't depart from those bad habits. They don't depart from those bad habits that they've learned. But I'm gonna say this: when you go to, it goes back to the CDC. The what is it? What is it again? The acronym? Yes, Center, Disease and Control. Actually, let me see. I think it is. It's Disease and Control. CDC. Yeah, Centers for Disease and Control Prevention. Right. This is on their website related to it says morbidity and mortality, so death and obesity, but it's in kids though, right? It says the prevalence of obesity decreased with increasing level of education. So your obesity level of kids, it decreased because of the education. See, but that's one thing that we lack. As Hebrew Israelites, we really don't have educational understanding or knowledge on healthy eating. What to implement, what foods we have to have on our plate, what the foods do to your system, what your body needs, all the vitamins, right? There's so many vitamins: vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin K, vitamin C, vitamin D, B12, right? All these different things. We don't even know what that really means. But it says it decreased with the increasing level of education of the household head among children and adolescents aged 2 and 19. So it shows that the obesity decreased because of education. But check this out. Obesity prevalence was 18.9% among children and adolescents 2 to 19 years in the low income group. And we know what the low income group is. What? Israelites. We're the worst. But it comes from what? The lack of education. Think about it. Again, I'm going to go to the story about this what was it? Save-A-Lot? What was that right here on Church Street? That grocery store?
Save-A-Lot.
It was Save-A-Lot, right? But they just took away the Save-A-Lot from all the projects. Park Place ain't got that no more. Whatever the other little project around the corner, they don't got that. So what do you have? You got Elam over there serving up pork skins. Got sodas. Got all the snacks. Got all the ramen noodles. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They got all the high starch foods. Yeah. They got all the foods that's high in sodium. That does what? Breaks down your child. And then what happened? Your child has a what? A learning disability, ADHD, attention deficit disorder, right? Or no, ADHD is not attention deficit. So it's attention, whatever, hyperactive. Yeah, ADHD. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Still, they can't pay attention. Why? A lot of times it's the food, man. The brain is glitching. They don't know no better, right? But who had their hand raised? What do you have, Corey?
Like, if you go in like the hood areas,
Uh-huh.
like the Walmart on Tower, or like I gotta go to the other one because like they like produce is bad, all of it.
Right. The whole setup is bad.
Yeah,
It's like it's in the corner somewhere.
Exactly.
Just like they put the projects, when they about to bust down these projects, they about to put them in the corner somewhere. Yeah, same situation.
Yeah. Like you go to Walmart, you go to different stores, like everything is all.
Oh yeah, the kale is withered. You know, you go to Wegmans like we went to last night. You got the organic beets. You got the regular beets. Like, come on, man. What you got, Isaiah? What scripture you got?
Ecclesiasticus chapter 31 verse 18.
Ecclesiastes 31. Look at my fools. Let me see. 31 verse what?
18.
Ecclesiastes chapter 31 and verse. Everybody going there. Yeah. 31 verse 18. Yeah, we're gonna hold that though. We're gonna hold that. You jumping. That was a good one. Hold that. Yep, hold that. That's a good one. But where we at? That Proverbs 22:6. Read that one more time.
Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 6.
Go ahead.
Train up a child in the way he should go.
Read.
And when he is old, he will not depart from it.
Oh yeah, he will not depart from it. And I'm gonna say this, think about it. Even why you think a lot of rappers, a lot of these, these stars, they get cooks. They mama ain't cooking for them. And they auntie ain't cooking for them. That's right. They getting high diets, man. Look at Rick Ross. Rick Ross done lost all that extra fat he had, man. Working out. You got DJ Khaled trying to do his thing. You know, they doing smoothies and shakes. What we doing? Blunts and burgers. Blunts and 4 for 4. That's what our people rather do. Go to Romans 8 and verse 5. Romans chapter 8 and verse 5. Because we got to see about our kids, man, dealing with this spirit of gluttony, even in our kids. It's brought down the line. Why do you think a lot of our tribes, especially when you do it Issachar, the kids got diabetes, man?
Yeah.
Judah, them little butterballs got diabetes, man. Read where you at.
Romans 8 verse 5.
Go ahead.
For they that are after the flesh,
go ahead,
do mind the things of the flesh.
And a lot of our people, we love the flesh. We mind the things of the flesh. So what does that mean? Let me suffice my hunger. Let me appease myself with my flesh, because that's going to give me satisfaction. But we run to food.
Yeah.
Why do you think there's a lot of individuals that when they're bored, what do? Snack. When you're mad, what you do? Snack. When you're studying, what do? Snack.
Depressed.
Right, when you're depressed, what you do? Snack.
It's true.
Food is always involved. All the time. I remember my grandma, man, she used to have little snacks everywhere, man. But I don't know if we was young kids at the time, but still. You know? But even, what are you snacking on? Is it dehydrated okra? You know, is it some type of seaweed? What is it? Is it something high in cholesterol? Is it good for your health? What is it? But it says, for they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh. We allow our flesh to control us. They that are after the flesh, the food, do mind the things of the food. Read.
But they that are after the spirit,
go ahead,
the things of the spirit.
Yeah, see? But it's showing a difference between spiritual and carnality in the flesh. But when we get into this gluttonous spirit, we're dealing with our flesh, low level. We're not conscious and understanding that our food belly controls us. That's why the class is what? Don't let your belly rule you. Think about it. You don't even know what that means when your belly be growling. You don't know what it means when your belly growls. Who knows what it means when your belly growls?
The acid.
You said what?
And the acid in your stomach started bubbling. So
you sure?
I don't know.
You said it with confidence. I was like, oh, that's what it is.
You sure?
You still try to digest the food you already ate.
Your body's working. Your body's working, man. A lot of times when your stomach is empty, it sends a signal to your head for hunger. You're not going to hear anything. What you got?
And that's crazy, because sometimes I would feel that and try to eat something, and then when you be hungry.
Oh, yeah.
And all it is, like you just said, but your body's just digesting what it is repeats.
I love it because Shariah said it the other day in the last class. She was like, she said, a lot of times you eat just because you like what's there. You're not even hungry. You just want to eat it because it's in your face. Like you're getting that Krispy Kreme donut, right? You see that box still got a couple donuts in it, you like, shoot, let me go ahead and finish that off. Knowing doggone well your stomach been told you I'm done. But you like, what? Nah, let me go ahead and finish this off, man. No, seaweed is not unlawful. Again, it's just a plant. Dry, it's dried. It's a dried plant. The fuss about the high cost of healthy food, but I am happy that I am learning how to eat healthy. I'm gonna say this: it's not expensive to eat healthy.
See, I know, I was reading something one time and said we taught to eat breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Right.
So it's like, basically, what they were saying was the intestines working all the time, the stomach working all the time. The stomach a rest. So what this Pacific philosophy was saying was eating one time a day to stop the stomach from always working, because as you start to get older, your stomach always working, and and then to get rid of some of that poison in your body, because when you eat, they were saying there's a lot of poison in the food.
Because they're called carcinogens.
Right. So then as you get older, this less your stomach working.
Right.
Because when your stomach go, a lot of other things start to, just saying how important that muscle is.
That gut health. We're gonna get there.
So it's basically the philosophy is to keep the stomach, from work, get 24 hours to rest.
Right.
Because you constantly putting something in it all day,
every day.
Right.
So,
Now, I've heard many studies on that about intermediate fasting, because there's different levels of intermediate fasting. You got intermediate fasting to where you fast for, or there's levels, right? They say the samurai level, right? The samurai level is where you eat one time a day. Not a problem with it. Your body doesn't need all that. But then you have another type of intermediate fasting, where you have a window of time, right? So let's say you eat from like 1 o'clock to about 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock. So you got a 4-hour window where you can eat. And a lot of times you're not going to do what? You're not just going to be sitting there eating a whole 4 hours. You're going to have one little food. You may have something, a little snack at the end. You're good to go. Yeah. But that's specifically for that reason of allowing your body to rest. Think about it. If you got the car continually going, I said it last class, if you let that motor run all the time, how long is that body going to last? I think a lot of our bodies break down. You know what I'm saying? Cats falling asleep at ain't number 9 o'clock. Think about that. We falling asleep at ain't number 9 o'clock. Your body don't even need a lot of rest. Technically, you need 5 hours worth of sleep. 5 hours worth of sleep and you good, man. That's a study that was done when I was in Chicago. But there's another way of fasting though too. Is there was it's a guy, you'll see a video. He's an Arab guy. I'll put the link up next time. I'll put a couple of his videos up. He's pretty on point, but again, it's still intermediate fasting, right? But he says every 8 hours. Every time you eat, it should be a span of 8 hours. It should be a span of 8 hours. We don't think about that. We think about that. You don't need a lot of food, but finish where you at.
Carnage is death.
To be what?
Carnage.
Why do you think we die from diseases? Read the scriptures to think upon health, the written life. They don't have to eat. Go ahead.
Because
keep eating and eating and eating. Yes.
God is enmity against God.
Go ahead.
For it is not
gluttony. Over. Read.
So then,
whenever we're in Exodus 30 and 15, style is for food and drinks. It needs to be. There's more calories in the body. Are the make the child work out? Good though. In the wrong now, children are a lot of our kids. We have to realize where you at. Having your blood, you're not knowing that the Most High said to do what?
Health and good body.
Yeah, raise your hand. The Most High, the strong body will give you everything that you want, but He's saying priorities. Get your body right first. Get your mind right first. But we don't think about that. That's why again, not only are the adults overweight and obese, the kids are. Keep reading.
There is no riches above a sound body.
There's no what?
Riches above a sound body.
Because you can be out of shape. There's no riches above a sound body. There's no money that can outweigh an individual that has health. Think about it. If you had a person that was lacking health, had money, you had a person that has health and has no money. You know what happens when this person that his health is bad, he got money? His money's not going to be able to save you. Your money can't save you. That heart attack is creeping up, man. Them clogged arteries is creeping up. So you got to see the scriptures is saying that there's no riches above a sound body. Go ahead.
And no joy above the joy of the heart.
Yeah, no joy above the joy of the heart. But a lot of times we're in this depressed state because we're mad that our body's not where we want it to be. So what does that bring us to? Depressed state. But then we're not doing any type of extracurricular activities to knock down the body weight. So then we're stuck in this area of like, what to do? Well, what to do is to jump on getting a sound body. See, but a lot of our people don't know regimens. And what I'm going to do, the next class I'm going to put a workout. I'm going to send out a home workout. All right? It's going to be a 3-day home workout for brothers and sisters that you can do at the house. I'm going to do my part. I'm going to send it to you. It's on if you want to actually participate in it. King's Elite Fitness Edition. Because we got to understand that our kids' health is important and your health is important.
God.
I'm going to stop it here because I'm jumping if I jump down. But just showing forth that, what scripture was that? We're at, if you can put Ecclesiasticus chapter
30, verse 15.
Yeah, Ecclesiasticus 30 verse 15. Say that again. So, it's highly important, man. These diseases we don't want to give to our children. They're already trying to kill our children, again, psychologically. So, again, we just got to show the importance of eating, man. Good food. If you ask me again, where should your diet start? It should start by juicing in the morning and no carbs at night. Juicing in the morning and no carbs at night, you'll lose pounds. Your body will be more healthier. Oh, one second. What you got?
Working out is medicine for your body too. Fight off diseases and everything. A lot of stuff. I mean.
Oh yeah.
It's like the best medicine ever. Like, honestly.
Definitely. I'm gonna say this though, but I'm gonna say the diet comes first. Why? Because a lot of people may work out, but they try to eat the same. It won't work. It'll help, but it's not gonna really fix the problem longevity-wise. So you definitely got to get your eating habits right, and then if you work out, oh yeah, everything will be sliding down. Yeah, it's Ecclesiasticus 30:15 through 16. What you got, Jonathan?
Just a question. What about eating like just straight fruits all day? Does that help?
I'm gonna say this though too. I know a guy that did straight fruit, but he still was gaining weight because of the sugars. Remember, fruit is high in sugar, so it depends on your body. Depends on what you need prescribed, and that's why we all have to understand our body. We all have to understand what we can eat. Like I found out my body. That's why I went on a vegan diet, so I could understand what it looked like, how it felt. I did these kind of like experimental things. With you just gotta do the experimental. Try it. But see how your body may react to it. Your sugar may go up. You know what I'm saying? To where you can't have so much fruit. You may have to cut it out with fruit and a little bit of veggies. Do it like that. So that's all it is. Just figuring out how it affects you. It may be on point. But I'm gonna say this: but a lot of fruit has high sugar. Yeah. So
I kind of knew that. Yeah, but I was just wanting just keep from like a lot of juicing. Not into it that much.
I'm with you. Just the process of doing it and everything like that.
But I love fruit. Just like oranges, apples.
Right.
Just walk around just eating fruit. So that's what I was trying to figure out.
I was thinking about that. Just about just the process of eating. Like a lot of times we're not. Our body is. Yeah. We don't have a habit of eating fruit. I don't have habits that we have to understand about. Tell you to do what it needs change, but the flesh is saying, "Nah, I don't eat this." So,
Cruciferous veg.
Never heard of that. But brothers and sisters, listen online. I have this class on Friday. So brothers and sisters, hopefully, accountability, man. So all we have is each other.